Skins. Every player in Minecraft has got one. Whether they want to or not, there is no shapeless phantom option for how you appear in-game. But through all the iconic skins we've seen throughout the years, aside from Steve himself, which one came first? What was the first skin in Minecraft? Well, after hours and hours of research, I think we have an answer, but it's probably not what you're expecting. So, without further ado, the search for Minecraft's first skin. Getting started wasn't too difficult, and it never really is for something like this. Naturally, the first mystery you have to solve is when skins were even added to the game, and the Minecraft fandom takes care of that for me. Minecraft version 0.0.18a Classic, released on June 13th of 2009, coincidentally the 1-month anniversary of Minecraft's first appearance on the internet, back in the short-lived cave game era. While the original version 18 has a very empty page on the wiki, after all it lasted less than an hour and is considered lost today, just flipping over one page to the next build of version 18 reveals a huge catalog of pictures from the ancient version, which gave me an idea. Why don't we just use the first pictures of the game to find the first skins in the game? After all, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and we probably have 1,000 pictures from around that time, which is like, even more words. Most of these pictures aren't even very difficult to find. They're scattered all over the Minecraft wiki and forum posts, and of course actual archivists and historians have shared plenty. The first picture I had to look at was this. I can't speak for anyone else, but whenever I see classic multiplayer come up in a conversation, this screenshot pretty much always follows. And honestly, it makes sense. No other screenshot comes even close to encapsulating the early multiplayer experience, not like this one does. The original stone and leaf textures, the classic name tags, T-posing Steves, the iconic Minecraft castle, 5 frames per second, even an OG name in the background. What more could you ask for? Well, if you take a not so close look at the picture, you will notice that one of these things is not like the others. Among a sea of Steves, we have a single custom skin. This little gray and red guy that was probably completely custom, or if it is based on something, I have no idea what. And if you look in the top left, you can see version 0.0.18a. Could this be it? Have we found our answer already? Well, no, not even close, really. This is version 18, but it's the second build of it, as you can see from the _01 up at the top. 01 means build 2, 02 means build 3, it's confusing, I know. True, the original build was out for less than an hour, and Minecraft was much smaller back then, but like it wasn't that dead. There were still a few hundred players online at any given time, and even if I didn't know for sure, which I do, I would be willing to bet someone had put a skin on within an hour or so of the release. So we move on to exhibit number 2, Kit Kat. Another OG name which might surprise you, but back then OGs weren't really a big deal since there was literally no competition for any username 99% of the time. I'm sure even the username Minecraft itself was available for at least a few weeks. Kit Kat actually shows up in a lot of screenshots from the classic days, like a lot, but this is to my knowledge the first time we've actually seen his player and not just a chat message from him. And true, this is a very old picture, dating to the day that custom skins were added, but again, it's version 18 build 2. The first revision, which didn't really add anything for some reason, has once again defeated us. And as far as the Minecraft wiki goes, we've exhausted our resources, so it's time to turn elsewhere for one final shot in the dark. Meet MC4F, who's actually been a really big help with both my Lost Versions and Oldest World videos, whether he knows it or not. See, when he learned that I was searching for the first skin, he thought it would be a good idea to invite me to a Discord server dedicated to archiving screenshots and videos of the early days of Minecraft. Naturally, I joined and began to search, and with channels dedicated to almost every version of Minecraft from the classic in-dev and alpha days, things were looking very good. But after scanning through the whole collection, though there was a lot of interesting stuff there, nothing. As far as skins go, I had nothing new, but there was something that caught my attention. Set apart from the rest of the screenshots was one channel. NSFW screenshots. Now, ordinarily, if there's a channel labeled NSFW in a Discord server, looking at it usually isn't your highest priority. It tends to fall somewhere in between doing a 5-year-old math homework sheet you found stuffed in your dresser and hurling yourself off a cliff just out of curiosity to know what baby birds feel like. But this time, I don't know, I was intrigued, and after all, it was for research, so it couldn't hurt, right? Honestly, the entire channel was just flooded with weirdly sexual memes and screenshots of swastika and penis builds because it was 2009, what can I say? Now that I think of it, that actually is pretty bad, but I was expecting a lot worse. I ventured into an NSFW channel in a Minecraft Discord. That's like the internet equivalent of running naked and screaming through a dark alley in Detroit at 2 in the morning holding a stack of $100 bills. It's a bad idea 100% of the time. Well, almost 100, because scrolling past the eyesores previously mentioned, we arrive here, at something simultaneously beautiful and horrifying. The answer to the question of the day, but not the one anyone wanted, and certainly not one anyone could have expected. 0.0.17a multiplayer with matching custom nude skins. This screenshot by all counts should not exist. It shouldn't be possible. This was before skins were even added to the game. Sort of. See, while Notch didn't allow you to upload custom skins, you still had an option that not many people knew about. You could go directly into the game files themselves, find the file used for the player model, which was set to a Steve skin, change it to any skin you wanted, and every player you ever saw would then have that skin. But the thing is, back then, this wasn't really known. In fact, the idea of modding the game at all wasn't really known. To get these skins, the players had to directly edit the jar files of Minecraft for what we think is the first time in history. Meaning that not only the first skins of Minecraft, but the first mod in Minecraft history was pixel boobs. I don't know whether to laugh, to cry, to give up. This is something surreal. But if we're being honest, it's not really valid. This wasn't a skin, not in the way we know it anyways. It was just a modified game with new player textures. Obviously, you can't have the first custom skin before custom skins existed. So, who did? If you've watched the channel for a few months, you would know that this isn't the first time I've tried searching for something like this. Back in 2021, I went on a search for the oldest Minecraft world that was still around, and after literal weeks of research, my hunt ended in the Discord server for Omni Archive, where a bunch of other researchers literally just already had it publicly and nobody knew, and I wasted all of my time for no reason. So this time I wasn't gonna make the same mistake. Back to Omni Archive we go. It didn't take long to get a lead. Just a few quick searches yielded the same two names, Testvan and Mazo, and the same few links to Notch's Tumblr blog. Was it really going to be this easy? Well, of course not. I mean, this video's like 10 minutes long. You think it ends here? You really think I'd stretch it out that long? Come on guys, this isn't a shorts channel. Have a little faith in me. It turns out that Notch himself kinda did the work for me, screenshotting the first skins all the way back in June 2009, just before skins were added to the game. Yeah, you heard me right. Let me explain. See, at the time this picture was taken, skins were not a thing. There was no way to add a skin to your account, preview your avatar, nothing like that. What you're seeing here is a picture from a development version of 0.0.17a Classic that was running in debug mode. Basically where Notch could write code, save it, and the game would update immediately without having to restart or make any new files. That means there was no skins in Minecraft. Only a version of Minecraft that Notch had injected some code into so he could view the skins. And Testvan and Mazo here couldn't even see the skins themselves since it was entirely client-side. On top of that, these skins weren't made by the players. Notch actually made both of them himself for testing, and they're just recolored versions of the Steve skin. But either way, these are the first custom skins ever seen in the game, right? That's so cool. You know what, just to celebrate such an amazing find, I'm gonna grab their skins off of NameMC and use them myself. Let me just... Oh, it's gone. Well, that's fine. Why don't we try... Oh no. Yeah, so it turns out these skins are gone, like forever. Testvan changed his skin many years ago, so there's no chance of finding his, and Mazo's skin got changed when his account was hacked by someone, I don't know who, but they changed it to a maid, and now it's themed after the migration cape. Usually in a situation like this, Omni Archive has it covered because some guy saved their skins at random back in 2010, and they tracked down his home address to personally ask him for it. But this time, nothing. Even they came up short, and though there are a few very high quality recreations of the skins, the originals are officially lost media. And considering Mazo has long since disappeared, and Testvan doesn't appear to have his old skin anymore, they'll probably stay that way for a long time. But does it really matter? I mean, these skins were made by Mojang's staff for testing and got added before skins were even supported, so that's kinda cheating, isn't it? They might be the first skins, but if nobody could see them and they didn't make them, it kinda doesn't count, at least not to me. So who was the first player to put on a skin? Now that is where things get tricky. I'm sure you can already understand the problem here. There are 40 million Minecraft players for Java Edition alone, hundreds of millions across all the versions of the game, and those numbers are only counting higher and higher every second. The game's been around for well over a decade, and the amount of possible skins that can be created is 10, followed by about 106 million zeros. And yet somehow I'm supposed to find number 1. Numero uno, the original, the alpha, the genesis for everything that was to come after it. I'd say it's easier said than done, but it's pretty impossible said too. It's not even like finding a needle in a haystack, it's like finding a single cell of bacteria in a Chuck E. Cheese. It's comically difficult. For us to even have a chance of getting close, a lot of things have to go right and a lot of good fortune must be had here. But surprisingly, I think that's exactly what we have. Minecraft is a big game, but that means more than just near impossible odds of finding any specific player. It means that there's been a lot of history, and a heck of a lot of people to document it too. Fortunately for us, one of those people has been around since the very beginning. In fact, we met him just a few minutes ago. Testfan, one of the first Minecraft players back when there were just a few hundred in May of 2009, and one of the 2 players to receive their very own custom Notch-designed skins before the skin system even existed. See, in the very early days of the game, there was no Minecraft forum. There was no Planet Minecraft, Discord didn't exist yet, and Mojang wasn't big enough for a Twitter or Facebook account. If you wanted to talk to anyone in the Minecraft community, there was really only one way to do so: Internet Relay Chat. It was basically the caveman version of Discord, with a bunch of people texting each other in group channels and private messages. And though the medium has almost completely died off just because of better alternatives, in the 2000s it was one of the biggest ways to chat online, and it was Notch's platform of choice to talk about Minecraft. It also happened to be Testfan's platform of choice, and just out of sheer luck, not only did his computer log every single message that he ever saw, but he saved it for over a decade before posting it to the Internet Archive in the middle of 2020. Before Testfan came back, we had snippets and short pieces and parts of the logs, sure, but we never had something like this. The logs go all the way back to May 22nd, just 5 days after the game was published. And skins came on June 13th, so if almost the entire early history of Minecraft is contained in these logs, maybe, just maybe, we can find the first skin. June 8th, a player named Scope suggests the idea of a custom skin option for any player to upload their own avatar. June 10th, Notch announces they'll be soon added for everyone that purchases the game. June 12th, the news drops that custom skins will be added over the weekend, and June 13th, the day is here. The first glimpse of skins comes with a private test on Mezo's server with himself, Testfan, and Notch. You already know about that one. 3 hours and 3 minutes later, Notch posts a link to a skin changer on the Minecraft website, and 5 minutes later, a brand new version of the game with custom skin support is released. Immediately, the chat explodes, first with Haggle, then Prince of Fire, then Parthon, and many more expressing their excitement over the news. But they were too slow. Some players rushed to create a skin, some players wanted to preview it first, some hadn't even bought the game yet. And 12 minutes later, when Notch himself asks around to see who had tried out a custom skin, he received radio silence. Except for one small voice standing out from the crowd. One man who had beat everyone else to the punch. Parthon. He wasn't even supposed to be here. Just a few minutes ago, he announced he was heading off to sleep, since it was 6 in the morning and he had stayed up all night. But custom skins captured his attention at the very last moment. Surely it couldn't hurt to stay up for just a bit longer, right? Well, that extra few minutes of sleep deprivation landed him what just might be the title of the world's first Minecraft player with a custom skin. Parthon's skin, according to him, was a Mario skin, possibly inspired by a build he had wanted to do a few hours earlier. And if we take a look at his NameMC profile, we can see what I truly think is the first real custom skin in Minecraft. This goofy, bright, and blocky Mario. A skin that has only been used once in the 12.5 years since it was created. It may look busted, it may look bad, but it's genuine, it's sweet almost, and it plays a vital part in the story of the world's biggest game of all time. Thank you all for watching, and I very much hope you all enjoyed. This was really fun to make actually, and I definitely plan to do more videos like this in the future. I think a video on the first account may be in order, even though it's already been made, but I want to see if I can actually solve the mystery. But even if that doesn't happen, there's plenty more content coming very soon, so stay tuned. Also, if you're interested, come check out my Discord server, the link will be in the description, and there's just a ton of stuff to do. We got a bunch of cool research on classic Minecraft, accounts, capes, updates, and servers, as well as just a lot of screwing around, so you just might enjoy yourself, who knows. Either way, that's about it for the video, so thank you once again for watching, like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good one guys, peace.